There's a tiny structure at the end of your DNA that could be the key to how fast or how well you age. It's called a telomere, and it works like the plastic tip on a shoelace, protecting your chromosomes from damage. But here's the catch. Every time your cells divide, these telomeres get shorter. Eventually, they fray, and that's when aging really accelerates. But new research from 2024 and 2025 shows that even after 60, the choices you make, how you move, eat, sleep, and even think, can slow down or even reverse this shortening. That means fewer age-related diseases, better brain function, and more years of you, active, independent, and thriving. Let's explore exactly how it works and what you can start doing today. After age 60, telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes, are naturally shorter. Every cell division chips away at them. But it's not just about aging skin or joints. When telomeres get too short, cells stop working right. They can become senescent, releasing harmful chemicals and triggering chronic inflammation. That's why short telomeres are linked to higher risk of stroke, dementia, heart disease, and early death. But here's the powerful part. New research shows it's not all downhill. Lifestyle still plays a role, even now. Now you may be wondering, what do the most recent scientific studies say? Can older adults actually protect or even lengthen their telomeres? Let's look at 6 studies published in just the past 2 years. First, we will examine Study 1 from 2024 that focused on meditation and telomeres. In a study of adults aged 65 plus, an 18-month meditation program didn't change average telomere length overall. But listen to this. In those who practiced consistently, telomere loss slowed, and fewer had critically short telomeres, indicating that the meditation program had an effect on telomeres. Study 2 is a no-brainer. Here comes an easy way to revitalize telomeres. Vitamin D supplementation. Check this out. In the Vital 2025 study, published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, showed that older adults taking 2,000 IU day of vitamin D3 for 4 years had significantly less shortening of leukocyte telomeres compared to placebo, preserving what works out to nearly 3 years of cellular aging. Now we will take a look at Study 3. This study examined stroke, dementia, late-life depression, and telomeres from 2025 by researchers analyzing UK Biobank data of 356,000 participants. Now this is wild. People with shorter telomeres had an 8% higher risk of stroke. They also had a 19% higher risk of dementia and a 14% higher risk of late-life depression. This was compared to those with longer telomeres. Importantly, among people with healthier lifestyle profiles, which means essentially a higher brain care score. Let's take a look at a 4th study of physical strength and telomere length in US older adults. Here's where things get exciting, especially if you're over 60 and looking to stay youthful. A major 2024 study published in the journal Biology looked at over 4,800 older adults and found a strong connection between resistance training and telomere length, even after adjusting for things like age, body weight, smoking, and aerobic activity. People who did just 1 to 2 hours of strength training per week, using resistance bands, weights, or even body weight, had significantly longer telomeres than those who didn't. How much longer? On average, they had about 238 more base pairs, which translates to roughly 3 to 4 years of slower cellular aging. That is huge. Now on to Study 5. A Finnish study shows how daily movement protects your DNA. In northern Finland, researchers followed a group of adults all born in 1945, meaning they were about 70 years old during the study. The goal? To see if daily movement could make a difference in telomere length, which is one of the key signs of how fast your cells are aging. Participants wore activity trackers to measure how much time they spent walking, standing, or sitting each day. Then scientists measured their telomeres using blood samples. The results were clear. The more time people spent moving, the longer their telomeres were. And those who spent the most time sitting had shorter telomeres, meaning their cells looked biologically older. What's important here is that the activity didn't need to be intense. The biggest benefits came from moderate movement, like walking, gardening, housework, or light biking. In fact, people in the most active group had telomeres that looked years younger than those in the least active group, even when other factors like weight and smoking were considered. This study shows that even after 60 or 70, Your everyday habits still matter. You don't need to join a gym. Just move more and sit less. That could mean a brisk walk each day, doing chores on your feet, or simply standing up every hour. The message from Finland is simple. Keep moving. Your cells will thank you. Study 6. HIIT, the exercise that may slow aging at the cellular level. If you're over 60 and looking for a way to stay strong, sharp, and biologically younger, new research says short bursts of movement could be one of the most powerful things you can do. A major 2024 meta-analysis published in JMIR Public Health and Surveillance looked at over 1,300 adults, including many seniors, across 9 clinical trials. These studies compared different types of exercise, like walking, resistance training, and HIIT, high-intensity interval training, to see how each affected telomere length, a key marker of cellular aging. The big takeaway is HIIT led to the greatest gains in telomere length, more than walking or moderate exercise alone. That means short bursts of effort such as 30 seconds of fast walking or cycling, followed by 1 to 2 minutes of slower recovery, may slow down how fast your cells age. The change was statistically significant, showing that HIIT may activate powerful anti-aging systems in the body. What's going on inside your body when you do this kind of exercise? Well, researchers believe HIIT can boost telomerase activity, an enzyme that helps protect and rebuild telomeres, improve mitochondria, the energy centers of our bodies, increase anti-aging proteins like sirtuin-6 and irisin, lower inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which speed up telomere shortening. Another 2025 review in JMIR Aging also found that HIIT had the strongest effect on telomeres, especially when done consistently for 8 to 12 weeks. Even short sessions, just 15 to 20 minutes 2 to 3 times a week, showed real benefits. If you want to keep your body younger at the cellular level, HIIT is one of the most effective tools we know of. And you don't need to be young or fit to benefit. Just a few short sessions a week may help your telomeres stay longer, your cells stay stronger, and your body feel younger. A word of caution. Of course, always check with your doctor before starting HIIT, especially if you have heart or joint concerns. Start small. The goal is consistency, not exhaustion. And remember, even a little HIIT is better than none. Studies show that telomere improvements start with just 8 weeks of regular sessions. So, what have we learned? Over the last few years, researchers have uncovered something powerful. Your daily movement doesn't just help your muscles and heart. It may also slow down how fast your cells age, and this could change everything. We now know that exercise, especially high-intensity interval training, can actually help protect your telomeres. These are the tiny caps at the ends of your chromosomes that naturally shorten with age. When they get too short, your cells stop working properly. And that's when aging speeds up. But here's the exciting news. You can influence this process and change the way you age. Now listen up. You're not powerless. You're powerful. Many people over 60 feel like aging is something that just happens to you. But the truth from today's science is more empowering than ever. You can slow the biological clock. You can support healthy aging from the inside out. And you can do it with something as simple as moving your body with purpose. You don't need a gym. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to get started. Safely, consistently, and with confidence that what you're doing is truly making a difference at the cellular level. Please take a moment to comment below your thoughts on telomeres, and also subscribe to this channel for more helpful and cutting-edge content to help you stay young in body, mind, and spirit.